negotiating window for free agency. Now, Monday was a very busy day for the Golden State Warriors as the team is re-signing Kristaps Porzingis on a 2-year, $40 million contract. Earlier in the day, Draymond Green declined his player option in hopes of giving Golden State the flexibility in a pursuit of LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Woo! Let's settle in. Vince Goodwill right here on the stage next to me. We've got Windy and Tim McMahon joining us as well. Windy, we're going to begin with you. What does yesterday's action mean for the Warriors in their pursuit of both LeBron James and Anthony Davis?
Well, when the day started yesterday, the Warriors didn't have any financial flexibility, really. And by Draymond Green opting out of that $28 million deal, it opened some options up. Now, they had to re-sign Kristaps Porzingis because in the modern NBA, you got to have a big man. Look at the teams out there you have to compete with. And so even though Porzingis only played 32 games with them all of last season, and just a dozen or so games with the Warriors after the trade, they had to lock him down. So that trade, or that acquisition, re-signing him, narrowed their financial flexibility down. They still have the ability to re-sign Draymond Green to a reasonable contract number and to try to add LeBron James. But it's really, really narrow, and they would really need to make some other moves to build up their team. Right now, I'm taking the Anthony Davis thing off the front burner. I do not have data that says that that's likely to happen. Now, I could change. My information could change. I do not see traction from the Wizards to want to do that. The Warriors told Jimmy Butler they're not trading him. I think the focus right now is, can they get LeBron James away from the Los Angeles Lakers? That's something they're going to try to get done today. Whether or not they can pull it off, let's wait and watch.
That's an excellent point on Anthony Davis, because I think yesterday when we were hearing all this, the idea of Draymond and Steph teaming up with AD and LeBron, our minds start to spin with the possibilities. But Tim, that connection between the Warriors and Anthony Davis, it smelled a little funky to you to begin with. Why was that?
Yeah, it definitely did not pass the smell test. And look, I understand wanting to maximize your chances to compete during the twilight of Steph Curry. But a trade for AD, that's going beyond the twilight, because look, number one, you're probably giving up some kind of draft compensation that would be beyond Steph. But more than anything, why does AD want to be traded? Because the Wizards are saying, hey, wait, we don't want to give you an extension right now. Anthony Davis is owed $120 million over the next 2 years and wants a near max or max extension off of that. To be committed to max money to AD when Steph Curry's riding off into the sunset would make 0 sense for the Golden State Warriors.
All right, so if Anthony Davis stays or ends up somewhere other than Golden State, Vince Goodwill, could you still see a world where LeBron James goes to Golden State without Anthony Davis?
In the words of Stephen A., this feels very fluid, right? It doesn't seem like everything sort of coalesces moment to moment. At this point, yesterday when everything started to come out, it felt like LeBron was only going to go with Anthony Davis. As a Draymond Green opts out of his contract, you wind up getting like all the clutch clients coming together. Now you just don't know. And to Tim McMahon's point, nobody hits free agency anymore in the NBA. Everybody gets their extension or they get moved because the money is not what it looks like. It's almost funny money. So you're better off getting your deal while you're with your incumbent team, or getting your deal and then getting moved. It just doesn't feel like all those things can line up. The question I have is, where does the Los Angeles Lakers sit with LeBron James? Because he has a very expensive cap hold. They have to handle their business as far as getting Luka Doncic, a rim runner, and some wing help. And we don't know anything about this relationship right now with free agency set to begin in a matter of, 10 hours?
Tim, what does the Lakers' approach here tell you about their perception of LeBron James?
Speculation here, but this kind of reminds me, I've got middle school boys, and one of my sons had a girlfriend, and he didn't really want to be with her anymore, but he didn't want to break up with her, so he didn't really talk to her, was kind of hoping, please, can she maybe dump me so I don't have to be the one to dump her? That's kind of what this feels like. I wonder if the Lakers truly want to continue their relationship with LeBron James. If they do, like, put a number on the table. Tell him, this is what we have for you financially, and let LeBron make a decision. But the slow play thing, what we do know is this: the Lakers' priority is building long-term around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. The LeBron thing would be a short-term relationship.
Windy, jump in here. Your thoughts on what the Lakers' perception of LeBron James might be at the moment?
There's Lakers' strategy through this whole thing is to sit back and give LeBron space because he still has not articulated he's definitely going to play. I know you're probably tired of hearing me say that, but I have not yet been told, nor of the Lakers, that he is definitely playing. He's probably going to play, but he is not definitely playing. And so because to this point he has not met with them, and maybe that meeting will happen today. I don't have LeBron's itinerary in front of me. I can't rule any of that out. I do think LeBron has been focused on other things besides returning to the Lakers, but I know this is overly cautious and whatever, but we could see Anthony Davis signing a contract extension with Washington, Draymond Green signing back with the Warriors, and LeBron signing back with the Lakers. All of that could happen, and all of this could be a lot of sound and fury signifying nothing except for leverage generation. And we could see that. I do believe that the Warriors want LeBron James, and I do believe that they worked with Draymond Green in this contract opt-out yesterday to make LeBron James an offer. What I don't know is whether they will be able to execute and get that done, and they're going to try to get that done today. And frankly, the Lakers would like to be able to have clarity from LeBron today, too, whether he's either going to stay or go so they can handle their business.
Should he leave and end up in a place like Golden State, what does that do for the Warriors? Where does it put him in the West?
I don't think it puts anybody anywhere. We know where the top tier is. We know San Antonio and Oklahoma City are at the top tier. We are fascinated by what Minnesota can look like because they just got LaMelo Ball and changed up the dynamics of their team. But when you add a 41, soon-to-be 42-year-old LeBron James to a team that has 5 of the oldest 25 players in the league, and you're going to say, hey, go and run with these young bloods, I don't know how that works. It makes them more intriguing. It makes it more certain that we're going to be spending a lot of time in San Francisco this year, but I don't know if it makes them a top-tier championship-level ball club, just as sure as we're not sure that LeBron going back to L.A. makes them a top-tier championship ball club.
Tim McMahon, slide back in for the final word.
Yeah, look, I think it would make the Warriors more competitive. It would probably make them a playoff team. But the gap between San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and the Warriors, that's not being bridged by a 41-year-old, even if it's the best 41-year-old ever to walk the face of the earth dribbling a basketball.
Would be fascinating after nearly a decade of those two going head-to-head in the NBA Finals. All of a sudden, Steph Curry and LeBron James team up at the end of their career for one last ride. Coming up, Jaylen Brown and Ball.
Tyler and Scooby here with you on SportsCenter. The Memphis Grizzlies trading Ja Morant to the Trailblazers yesterday in a deal that sent Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray to Memphis in return. 26 years old, Morant has played just 79 games in 3 seasons because of off-court issues and injuries since making back-to-back All-Star appearances in 2022 and 23. How about, in honor of the news, we take a look back at some of his best moments in the NBA, like this. December 23rd, 2020 against the Spurs.
He plays street ball?
That's right, off glass to himself in the lane like no one's guarding the rim.
So tough. How about January 9th, 2022, Lakers, Grizz, Morant loses the ball, but the athleticism is unlike any other. He just got up there and snatched that thing, 2 hands. His head is by the rim, bro.
Both of them.
Jamazing. Just jamazing. I mean, we got more
Not one hand.
craziness.
He used both of them.
Yeah.
B-O-F-F-U-M.
That's how you spell it.
Tyne on the call of this incredible play.
Adams, baseball pass, 1 of 2. Morant catches in midair. Oh my goodness! He caught it midair. He caught it midair and floated it up and in.
Scored 52 in that game, too.
Disgusting. How about December 20th, 2019, Grizzlies, Cavs. Morant drives to the hoop and oh! Come on! He just tried to baptize Kevin Love there, but that wouldn't be his only chance. December 12th, 2025, Jazz Grizzlies, he sees another replay of it.
Kevin
Morant
Love's
in
like, oh God,
transition.
here we go again.
I remember you, and I'm gonna try it again. Listen,
although,
you gotta make a business decision, all right?
but in defense of Love, neither dunk converted.
Down. But it
You know?
ended up on best of Jaws
Fair.
some way. Oh, and this time
Wemby.
he gets it to go.
Now,
on
it didn't
Wemby.
count is the thing. Actually converted it, but didn't count because there's a foul that nullified
Counts
the
on the
poster
highlight.
on Wemby. Are you serious?
All right, let's welcome in our senior NBA writer, Tim McMahon, for more. And Tim, my first thought when the Trailblazers traded for Morant was That's a lot of guards on the team now. What makes the addition of Ja a good move?
Well, we'll see if it is, but it's definitely a reasonably low risk swing at least a past star, a potential star in John Morant if you're the Portland Trail Blazers. I mean, look, and really what this is, it's a mutual salary dump. The Blazers were trying to get off of Jeremy Grant's contract, which also has 2 years left at about $70 million. Ja, 2 years, 87. So this is an exchange of unwanted contracts, but we'll see about the fit of John Morant. Ja and Damian Lillard, obviously a potentially explosive offensive backcourt, major questions on the defensive end. How do they fit when, let's be honest, Denny Avdija is the best player on the Portland Trail Blazers. He'll need the ball. But again, this is a swing at upside where the Blazers didn't give up anything in terms of young players or future draft picks that they value for the long term.
Yeah, and as we just showed, there's a lot of upside to Ja if he can get back to how he used to play before. Now, also out west, Draymond Green declined his player option to give the Warriors some flexibility. What more do you know about the Warriors' offseason plans?
Well, LeBron James is definitely at the top of their list. And look, they also re-signed Kristaps Porzingis yesterday, a 2-year, $40 million deal. There's going to have to be some cap gymnastics. There certainly has been reporting and discussion about a potential trade for Anthony Davis. I will believe the AD part of that when I see it, but there's no question that the Warriors are trying to bring LeBron James up the West Coast from LA to the Bay.
Yeah, LeBron James going over there. They go from the Golden State Warriors to what I saw somebody call the Olden State Warriors. All right, Tim, the Clippers and Raptors are in trade talks for Kawhi Leonard. Where do talks stand as of now?
They are continuing, and look, this certainly seems like it's on the path of Kawhi Leonard returning to the Raptors, where obviously he won a championship. He's made it clear that's where he wants to be. The Detroit Pistons had significant interest in a trade for Kawhi Leonard, but he says he's not going to sign an extension anywhere but Toronto. I think he left the door open for San Antonio, but the Spurs don't have interest in that kind of a reunion. So, look, details need to be worked out, but it would be a surprise if Kawhi lands anywhere but back in Toronto.
Catch more of Tim McMahon at the top of the hour on Get Up. I say goodbye in English, and you say...
Adios, amigos.
Oh, my God.
Austin at a crossroads.